everyone, welcome for this new weekly community show. I hope you're all doing well and all excited. Things are very different now because the game has launched and we have welcomed in-game many new players, much more than we expected. So that's the great news for us, the team at Stormhaven Studio, and for the community. It's that the whole landscape of Embers Adrift has changed and we have so many players running around doing their quest, beating up the ancient bear and the exile, and it is really fun. But it also brings some challenges. So, welcome everyone, welcome for the show. Today we're going to speak, of course, about the patch notes, the launch, some different community news, a new content creator to present for this week, etc. and much more. And of course, I'm there to answer your question. So first of all, to start this show, I do have a personal word to tell you. So I'm the community manager of Embers Adrift since 2016, but before this week, I had to deal with a very small community of the alpha tester and beta tester, and it was a very small little group of dedicated person, and it was really fun. And so I had, took my mark and did some work, and I had some tasks and some things I was doing, and I was into a kind of routine, so to speak, and everything has blown away. Everything has changed since the release of the game. So I want to present you my apologies if I'm not answering the private message immediately, or if I'm slacking in several areas. For example, the last community show of last week, I've been only managed to finish the edition and the publication this morning, which is way too late, and I'm very sorry for that. So I present you my apologies if I'm, a little bit struggling with the change. At the moment, I spend a lot of time reading Discord and answering private message, trying to ensure that everyone is helped as soon as possible and that everyone feel welcome. As community manager, my goal is really to create this feel of family, and now we have a very big family in comparison to what it was before, but I want to maintain this feel of closeness and intimacy and friendship among the members. Related to the community, so far it has been really amazing to see how much people were friendly, helping each other, answering each other in the chats, being really nice and being very welcoming to every new player. That being said, sometimes it has not been as good. So I need to underline, and I will probably write a post about that I will publish on the forum, anything which is racist, homophobic, sexist, and whatever, basically, the type of stuff, that is not tolerated at all. And so I thank you, the player, to report it as soon as you see something like that. And unfortunately, we have crossed several cases already in our game of people that were blatantly and shamelessly, horribly racist. They have been dealt with and unfortunately banned from the... Well, no, they had to be banned. But this is not something I want to see. It's not something we want to see in the game. So if you come across any sort of things which is really offensive, and I'm not speaking about a simple dispute between two players, but something racist, homophobic, sexist, etc., very hateful, just report it, take a screenshot. We need to have the proof. You can send it directly to me and I will take care of that with the team. You can also report with a command report, but it would be really nice to have a screenshot if needed, for legal reason and stuff like that, so we have a proof of what happened. So thank you very much for your participation and your cooperation related to that. Thanks to the player that have already reported us those type of case. The other things that I want to speak about very lightly is to try to maintain a very friendly atmosphere in the game. So I think that's very important. Please ensure that the chats stay nice. So if some people are looking for trouble, you know, don't put all on the fire, just calm the situation and change subject or whatever, or try to calm down the person. I think that the best method to deal with troll is to show them a lot of kindness. Usually they become disarmed, they don't know what to do. They're not used to it either, because that's not exactly the reaction they were expecting. So if you show a lot of kindness to the trolls, you answer them with extreme politeness, they usually will calm down. And if not, well, you can report or you can block, depending of the gravity of the case. Another things, it's related to the behavior in game. I want to be sure that no one is harming another group of player. Like for example, dragging mobs into another group so they wipe and then you can recuperate their boss or stuff like that. This type of behavior is really not wished in our game. We want people to collaborate and cooperate with each other, help each other, and if you don't want to help other player because you're busy doing your own stuff, well, just do your own stuff. Don't harm anyone else. So that's something that I really hope that everyone will continue to do, to be helpful, cooperative, kind, nice. Remember that any other player are just like you and me, dealing with a lot of shit, way too much shit in real life. When we are gaming, we just want to relax, have fun, escape, think about something else than our problems, and forget about the real world for a little while. That's it, that's finished. I've done my little talk. All right, so that's Discord. You remember Discord? Announcement. That's the announcement part. We have done some change on Discord since we have launched. So there's different places that are quite interesting for you and that can be useful. First, the Embers LFG. If you want to organize a group in advance when you're not in game, or if you want to find someone in game, but in game you will find people very fast. So I think it's more for giving up a rendezvous to organize something when you're offline, or if you have a specific time where you can play or something like that. The Embers LFG channel, it's the best place to set up your group, to organize that kind of things and to ask other people, hey, are you free Saturday night to do this quest, or to do the Exile Fort, or to go in Central Vein? Ember Help, that's where you get your technical help, your help for quests, your help for anything. If you have an urgent problem, you can tag me anytime. Try to not tag the dev. Try to not send private message to the dev. That's quite important. They have stuff to do over the head. But to me, you can always do it. Hey, Cedric, hi! So Ember Screenshot, that's where you can drop your screenshots. Like, there's very beautiful screenshot in that channel. Look at that. Look at this. I think I'm going to steal them and make a special thread on social media with the best screenshot of the community. Right. Then you have your Defender, Striker and Support to discuss with your fellow role member. The crafting and then the trade chats. So the trade chats really need to be saved for only trade. No chit-chatting, please. Keep it straight for who can make me that? I'm selling this. I would like this. Something like this. Alright. Now we do have the suggestion forum. That's new. It's a forum. Before it was a channel. So now you have a forum. You can see different threads. So if you want to discuss that with your fellow player, you can go on the thread, like there it is. Option to bypass New Haven City when zoning. Okay. Yeah, I understand why the suggestion have been made. Yeah, I'm not sure that will be added, but you know. And then if you like something, you just click on the up or you click on the down. And if you agree, but well, just discuss with your fellow players. There it is. Okay, I'm going to interrupt myself and answer you, Pulse, very fast. Hi, welcome on the channel. Yes, this game is playable now. You can purchase it on our website for 30 euro during the month of October. If you're not sure that if it's a game worthy of your money, check out some content creator, check out some streamer, watch some video, discuss with player and see if this game could be for you. But be sure to make your decision in October, because in November it's going to be $10 more. Let's speak about the patch note. Once again, if you want to read all of the patch note in detail, because I'm just going to overview them, please read the thread on the forum, or I'm going to give you a link, or watch Alice Blue video. She's creating a video reading the patch note for you with some gameplay on every week on a YouTube channel. You will also find all of the information in the link below. Yes, Alice do it every week. Alright, what's new? Our first patch for live bring a ton of fixes and improvement. I wanted to share a ton of user stats regarding which role were the most popular, etc., but I ran out of time, so those will have to wait until future patch notes. Launch was very smooth for the most part, but the team is still trying to catch up with all of the feedback, bugs and suggestions. Keep them coming. So, very important things that has been changed here. Instant swapping must now be performed at an embering and out of combat. So that's a new feature that we have been implementing in the game with the launch of the game. So it was not there during the beta and the alpha. So we want to avoid as much instance as possible, but we also want to welcome everyone on the same server, so we don't really have the choice if the game is populated by a lot of players. We need to pop different instances of the same area in which you can swap or switch, travel to easily to meet your friends. So let's imagine you pop in the game and you are instance 0 and your friend is in instance 2. You can just do /switch instance 2 and you will be teleported to that new area. But now the difference is that you must be out of combat and you must be at an embering to be able to do it. The reason is simply to avoid people to swap instance to farm and to take advantage of the system, basically to get more loot, to get more drop, to get more boss, you name it. Instances can now be closed to prevent further switching into them. If your switch instance command fails, keep an eye on the chat, as it should tell you if the instance is either unavailable or closed. You can always check in which instance you are by typing /instance. So you will see that there's different little things that have been added. I recommend you to read the thread, but that's something quite interesting. Added a new tag that allows us to force a character rename. When a character is flagged, you will be required to rename them before you can enter the game world. Character in this state will have a rename button below the character on selection. Guild with offensive name will soon be disbanded. We have zero tolerance for those sort of shenanigans. Consider this your first warning. So be mindful if you have, by mistake, had an offensive name to your guild. So Sparrow is saying, group should be asked to travel to groupmate when the group up. Yeah, that will be a nice feature, but this is really something that has been created by Undone recently, and so there's plenty of polishing that can be due to the instance system. That being said, we are hoping that it will be less required in future. No, we are not really hoping that, because we want to have plenty of player playing our game. So yeah, no. Let's wish that the use of instance is very important and that we need to polish the system. Yeah. But yes, it's a very good suggestion, Sparrow. I really agree with you. That's the kind of things that Elder Scrolls Online have. So you're automatically going in the same instance as your group, or you will most likely jump into the instance of your guild or your friend list. But that's kind of, you know, new tech that need to be implemented, and the system has been done very fast for launch. SNX is asking, are there any plan to zone group members in together to avoid having to run in the closest Ember ring every time you zone in? Well, that's, yeah, basically I answered the question already. So this is the kind of things that ideally we will want to have, but it costs some development time, and so at the moment we really need, because we're still a small team, we really need to address the problem that are in the priority list. So what's the most important things to do right now? And so that's how we have been working, and that's how we need to continue to work. Because we have a small team, we have to be as efficient as possible and as wise as possible. So we cannot do everything, and we have to address the most important problem as they pop in. How Fang is saying, the issue with requiring this at the Ember ring only means that if I zone and we want to explore together, we have to explore separately, find an Ember ring, then combine the group to one instance. That's true, but usually when you zone, the first Ember ring is not very far away. So you will have to walk separately, one road, and then that should be fine. So it should not be too complex. It's a little bit inconvenient, but it should not be too much inconvenient. Edzilla, do higher level dungeon, not CV have instance. No. The problem with Central Vein is that we cannot, ideally, it should be instances, but for some reason that I'm not going to explain, we cannot do it easily. So that will require a lot of work. And it's a one special case because it implicates much more than just a zone. And voila, that's the short answer. We cannot do it easily. So it's again a question of, will player level up fast enough and then it's going to calm down and then we can focus on something else, or do we have a continuous influx of new player, and Central Vein 1 is never like the situation never calmed down. So we will have to see how it is in future, but it's true that at the moment Central Vein is very packed and it's not the best experience you can have in Central Vein. So I will recommend you guys, if you see that the zone is packed, if you have to do your quest, you can just take the chance and the opportunity to do your quest relatively fast or easily, because all the mobs can be cleared up by other players, or you can just decide to wait for another time to get back into it and to really have the nice full experience. I'm really sorry that it happened, but for now there's no fast solution we can implement like that. Okay, so egress points can not longer be used in combat. Egress points are the one-way exit found in the middle of the dungeon. So you probably have seen those if you have done our dungeon. There's those weird little ember construction that are vibrating with thunder, etc. Don't click on them if you don't want to exit the dungeon. There is no warning. It teleports you immediately out. So don't approach it. Don't do like, oh, what is this? Click, oh, oops, because it will be too late. But now you cannot do that if you're in combat. So no more cheating. Environment art. Where it is? Doubling fallen log size for forestry. Oh my god. Who was complaining that the log were hard to find? Now you have trunk fallen on the ground. Now when you are in the night, it's not like you don't see them. You're literally falling upon them and be stuck into one of those trunk, and you're like, oh my god, oh, a trunk, oh nice, oh let's get my axe, let's gather it. Okay. That's something that I've been requested a lot. Reduce max brightness in the daytime. This is quite something because I never realized that it was something requestable, but it is. You have requested it, it has been done. Fix it. Emote from blocked player should no longer show in your chat because some people were abusing that. Say it. Named mobs will be slightly stronger than the other 3 chevron mobs, as it should be. And 4 chevron mobs have had their respawn timer adjusted. And then, last but not least, bumped the loot roll timer from 30 seconds to 45 seconds. So, meaning that it has some consequence. Why it has done that? First, because some players were missing out loot. They didn't have the time to think, oh, do I want this new armor or don't I want it? And then there was, by the time they make the decision, the loot was over. So it has been increased by 15 seconds, but no. The downside is that if you are not looting, like needing, greeding or passing, the person that wants to skin will have to wait 45 seconds. So please try to always roll. If you don't want something, you pass. If you don't know what to do, you greed, etc. But pay attention to that for the people that want to skin, because it's very irritating for hunter to have to wait 45 seconds, and it really drives them crazy. So think about the hunter. Loot your stuff. Greed, everything. Okay, new stuff. Let's read all of the new stuff. That's important. Embers Adrift dungeon has been moved to their own scene called the Ember Vein. For the 9 characters that were either camped out in the current drift and or were missing their bag in one, your character has been placed in Northreach and your bag returned to you. Please let us know if there are any issue. 2 new Embers Adrift dungeons have been added. One can be found in Meadowland and the other in Dryfoot. Those include new itemization, rare, etc. Oh, and frogs and toad can now turn ashen. Isn't that nice? Alright, so work in progress. So that is something that I've been telling several persons already. If you want to see the roadmap, that's what it's looking like, the roadmap. So you will see that it's updated regularly. You have everything which is done. There's different things that still need to be done. Like, for example, the weather system is in the initial design phase. This requires some shader fixes from Unity before we can roll out rain and snow, both of which will take a decent amount of work to properly mask the environment and props. So look at that. So the weather is something we plan to do, absolutely. Here, zone, Grizzle Peak, level 40 to 50. So that's what I've been talking about earlier when someone asked me, is there content past level 30? Yes, there is. You can level up your character up to 50. However, that zone is not in yet. So, Grizzle Peak, it's a mountainous region with a number of interconnected tunnels. Access via Highland, Redshore and Gorge may have one-way exit to New Haven North or Northreach. That's the old name of Northreach. This is the snow-capped mountain you can see from Redshore. And then there's 2 other zones, Highland and Gorge. And then we also have several dungeons that are currently being worked on. We're working on the dungeon first and the zone after. There it is. So check out this work in progress if you want to know what the new goodies things we can have. Twin that nerd sat this morning to see winter but no snow. I know. But it will happen one day. It will happen one day. So that's it for the patch note, guys. That was the first patch after launch. So how that should be called? 1.01? Something like that? Patch 1.01 or something? Is it called that way? No, that's not it. Here, it's... No, we just date our notes. October 20, okay. Now I want to talk to you about the community event that I have organized last week, which was the first fair trade. So yes, we do not have an auction house in Embers Adrift, and it's very less likely that we will have it. Our idea with trading is to let players trade directly between them. We want to see those activities thriving between players, but we have offered several tools for you to have more easy time to trade. One is the trade channel in the game. Second is the trade channel on Discord. So the trade channel in game is to be used when you want to trade directly, and the trade channel on Discord more if you want to trade in advance, or if you're looking for something very specific and you want to organize that with other players. So if you are someone trading or crafting, please have a look at the trade channel on Discord if you have not already. But one of the other ideas was to create some events, and I did a trade fair last Sunday. I don't know if any of you participate, but this is the screenshot of the fair trade. So my comment here. Hey everyone, a little late, but here are some screenshots from last week and our first social event, New Heavens Trade Fair. From my point of view, the event was a success. We gathered a few people that were trading, announcing their goods in Say or Yell or on the trade chat. We had some giveaway and player crafting for each other. I added a little roleplay touch for fun and yelled the announce of traders' marketplace style. A few traders did follow my example. To all of you who joined that trade fair, thank you very much. So tell me if you enjoyed this event and if you think I should organize more of those. So this is something depending of the success of this event and your request, guys. I'm considering to organize this every week with the help of other people, or at least once a month. Once a month I can commit to that. I can commit to organize one trade fair per month, but if there's some other player that would like to organize it together with me, so I will take care of the social media stuff, etc., but you will be in game doing it, then we could host it every week, and that could be, you know, like the weekly market or something. So here are the screenshots. You can see I went up this little trail and I was yelling, "Oh, this trader, this tinker has necklace to sell for only 5 silver piece. Come trade right now." So Bo is saying, I don't know, but I really would rather have an auction house, even if it's a small item one. And that's, yeah, I can understand, but we really don't want an auction house. We really want players to communicate together, and so if we are investigating solution, it will be something different than an auction house. But we will see over time how things happen and how it works among the community. So do not hesitate to give your feedback and share your feedback, even if it's an auction house. But I can tell you that at this point, the auction house is really the solution we're keeping like really far away if really we need to do it, because that's not what we want to do. Riddle Miss is saying, I'm enjoying the lack of auction house. I've enjoyed the interaction with folk and we love events centered around trading like the fair. Twin that nerd, auction house ruined the game for many. Bars is saying, or we could have a bazaar type system on your tune like old school Final Fantasy XI. There's plenty of other solutions that could be considered before a full auction house a la World of Warcraft, for example. Yeah, for example, Lovely So, that could be one of the solutions. Alice had come up also with the idea where you have a board where you can make order, post order. I am buying this much, which is not exactly an auction house. The trade channel get amusingly competitive. I like the trade fair. It seems to bring a cheaper bulk deal versus the weekly grab bag of price. And Frankie say, I'm one of those stores. Well, with the trade fair, you're basically transforming yourself as a store, except you have to be there. You cannot AFK. you cannot be AFK selling. You have to be there. But basically, that's the idea. So I'm happy that you guys think that this type of event is good. So I will be organizing one of those for not next week, because next week we have other things to do, but the week after that. No, indeed, I'm the one of the team that never played a request. Oh, I'm lying. I played a request one night. Long time ago. It was probably in 2013 or something like that. Sir Datos is asking, has the team thought something along the line of trading guild that can be set up in cities or town for a price and can sell their goods? The market board, you mentioned it, could be great as well. We have not been... yeah, I see you're speaking about trading guilds like Elder Scrolls Online, probably. I don't think that is something that has been mentioned, but we have been thinking of different solutions, but we keep them only in the case player-on-player trading is not working. We wanted to see, because we could not test it during the beta. We didn't have enough players. And the players in the beta were just offering each other items. They had never been real trading. It was just, do you want this? Oh, I have that. Well, yes. It was not real trade. So we would never know how it will turn out. So we're observing what's happening right now, basically. Aquawolf, we need a merchant guild area. I think a simple vendor system for players, and the guild could have a job board to advertise player work order for what they need and seller for what they have. So Aquawolf, you're more thinking about intern to a guild. But we need to think about outside of guild, because that's something annoying, even with the system of Elder Scrolls Online, for example. It's that you have to be part of a trading guild, otherwise you cannot sell shit. So if you want to be an independent player, you have to rely on a guild. And some of those trading guilds are not friendly in Elder Scrolls Online. They require you to sell a certain amount of items. So it's difficult. Basically, if you are a casual crafter or casual seller, you cannot trade with efficiency with the system in place in Elder Scrolls Online. That's what I'm saying. Because you will maybe find a casual trading guild that will have a poop merchant lost in the countryside somewhere, but not in the main city or the main hub, where everyone is going for trading. So I'm not really sure that such a system will be excellent. So stay at home, Brad. Any plan for Guild Bank for cross-player access? So we cannot say there is a plan at the moment, but this is something we want to do, but it will require a lot of work, so it's not on the priority list at the moment. Here, this is a very nice website that is being created by Tall Birds, and thank you to Huggle and Caracus for their help, which show you all of the class with the spec. You can even check the skill in detail. So if you're wondering what spec you want, this is a very excellent website to show you everything. You want to be Brigand, you want to be Warden or Berserker, and you can check that out. What's the last spell of the Berserker? Wild Strike. Interesting. And then you have the same thing with crafting. Check out Forester. Hunter, what is this? Crush a deer leaf, tea leaves, ooh, etc, etc. So this is a work in progress, but I think the website is very pretty, it's very beautiful, it's easy to use, it's well made. So kudos to Tallbird that have created that. Look at this. There it is, provisioner. Give you all of the details about everything. What the material you need, etc, etc. So check out that website, put it in your guild community. Note that there's also a wiki that's being currently prepared by Alice Blue, Archer, and some other player that are alpha tester for a very long time, and they are working on it. So if you want to share your help, you can contact Alice Blue. I'm pretty sure she will be very happy about that. And our last things we are going to discuss, it's the content creator of the week. And this week I want to show up, chat with this name, which is a new Twitcher, a new streamer that streams Embers Adrift. Is really cool, is very nice. I've been spending quite some time in this chat. Is very chill, he answers your question, is a very kind person. It's mostly playing by himself, but sometimes he's grouping up as well. And yeah, there we go. Let me do a shout out for him directly, so you can see his chat is currently streaming at the minute. Chat with this name. Yeah, there we go. So you just have to click to the link I just give you right now, and you can see yourself being appearing on the screen while we're talking about that. Isn't that fun? But as community manager, I try to check out a new streamer and to say hi. Of course, that takes a little bit of time. So if you're a streamer and I've not been watching you stream yet, it will come, I promise you. It's really something I want to do, is to say hi to every streamer that are streaming, as long as you are streaming, not when I'm sleeping, of course. If you always stream when I sleep, like, yeah, I promise nothing. Yeah. And here's Snag. And I'm joining two new guys that I've never seen before. So for the missing apprentice or the quest in town? I'm in CV2 or Ember available at my level, but most would like to grind Bunny's Wall of Exiles. Yeah. Well, you need to impose your things. I'm setting up a group for that. Who's up? I don't know if that's how you do. Hi. Hey, do you want to join us? We are missing a supporter. That's so cool. Ask and it's given. We need a supporter. The supporter's coming to me. Why do you have a GM as title? Because I'm the community manager. Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's our supporter. Yay, Sylph. Nice. If I'm wrong, it will be an adventure. But I think it will be good. I think it's the right place. I don't think Woozbaba is playing on console. I have more room.
Allez, 3 contre 3, les gars. 3 contre 3. Moyen. Ah, pas mal.
Oh, there's a group going on there. Oh, look at that. Okay. Okay, it's here. But it seems there is someone with a big train over there.
Okay.
Yeah, let's wait. Look at that. Look at that train. Oh. Right. Let's stun this guy. Alright, good.
Moi, je vais recalibrer, rapidement.
Invite. Chamomile. How does one turn on auto grid? You go here and then you do grades.
Et t'as un petit cadeau pour toi. Hop, voilà.
Hey, hey. We are just at the... yes. Yes, there is. Oh la la. Do I want to use my bow with my beautiful crafted arrows? Yeah. That's not the arrow I'm using at the moment. I'm emptying. I only have 22 to get. Alright. Okay. Alright, I will stun this guy. I will stun this guy, I say. Thank you. Right. Let's kill this guy very fast. Alright. I'm going to this guy.
Et attends, c'est impossible.
There we go. And this guy. More stun for you. Okay.
Moi, je sais que j'ai écouté plusieurs fois. Moi, j'ai tiré sur un mec à la droite. Je sais 4 fois, je suis sûr d'avoir.
Ok. Fallait que t'as le bonjour de Woozbaboy.
Hein?
Tu as le bonjour de Woozbaboy.
Attends, on n'a pas arrivé.
He's saying hi to you. Here, Storm, hi. You enjoying the game, especially enjoy the more relaxed speed of combat. Ah, that's so cool. I knew that will please some people. It will annoy some other, but some people will really enjoy that. GG, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ezane and Kamami, they will have a long time to travel. Too bad I cannot GM cheat anymore. No. Red is it didn't start it. Maybe it will at some point. I try to not insist, you know. Otherwise, he will not want to play. What is this game vision of endgame red housing? So far, no. Housing will be something not as a endgame. I guess activity may be happening all the day. We have a bigger team, etc., etc. The idea with endgame is to not have endgame, to continue the stories, to continue to have new zone, to have new quests, to have new dungeon, and so your journey is continuing, basically. So that's kind of more the plan. Will there be red? Maybe at some point. I think it will be more likely to be big world bosses first, before to be red with a dungeon. But it will not be with the structure of endgame. Oh yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, thanks. Forgot to mention that. Okay. Destroy this. I'm sitting. Bye bye, Nolji. Take care. Thank you very much to have say hello. That's very nice of you. Always happy. So yeah, Beef Swellington, I'm not sure I did finish to answer your question. Well, I do not know the emplacement. We are at this little West smuggler camp by the entrance of CV. So, Ezane, we're here. Oh, you guys are going to be surprised for. So that's. No. Ah, here the weeds. There we go. I knew it was here. I knew it was here. Like I knew, but I didn't knew, and so I guessed it correctly. Nice. I'm smart. Bye bye, the Duskas. Enjoy your dinner tomorrow. I can hear your big voice, and Fred, I can hear last beer of today. Cheers. Nice. So, are you looking for it as well, you guys? We can wait for you at the bottom, and we do another rush in. So did it mean that I will have to get back here again? Because yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I cannot type anymore for some reason. So, where's Kamami? Oh no, that's other people.
Okay.
There it is. There it is. It's clear. There will be response soon. Cheers. Nice. It's so cool. Where is Kamami? Look at this, I really like this. So all of my guildies today were busy doing stuff, but you know, it's easy to find other group, to find other player. This game is made so you will want to team up with other player. So it's really, really, really nice. And we have several person that are hanging out in the stream, lurking and such.
Il est là, oui, juste en face de... À ta gauche, quoi, à ta gauche.
Any plan? No, that will not happen. No, really? Oh, what horrible. No, Discord is doing the job, that's good enough. Like we say, we are not going to take time to set up difficult tech for something which is first extremely intrusive. I really hate it personally. I always disable it. A game after that, that stuff is off, and I never use it. But that's just me, of course. But anyway, we say we are not going to use development time on a tech that Discord is doing very well and better than us. So we have Discord. So that's not a feature that's planned at all, and it will also yeah. Yeah, and it's true that I personally really don't like it, and I think a lot of people will not like it either. Some might enjoy it, but this is the kind of thing that's really console that bring this type of things. I remember when it was in Elder Scrolls Online, it was horrible. So the console launch, where people were randomly chatting and yeah. Oh shit. Run. What? Run? Run to remove some? They're continuing to follow us. Okay. Okay. Alright, some are sticking with us.
I go evil.
Hey! Okay, it will be easier to speak here. How are you doing? Well, you're doing good. So, Wuzba Boy, good day. And enjoy Elder Scrolls Online. Take care of yourself. Okay. So, sorry for the bat pull, guys. So yeah, to give you the explanation, You understand easily English, right? There's no problem with it. Okay. Okie dokie, Ash. Thank you very much for the link. Once I'm done streaming, I will be paying attention to that. Oh shit. Alright. I'm going to stun one thing here. That woman is going to be stunned. Yeah, there we go. So that's good. Oh, come on. Oh, that's someone else which is taking it well longer. You pulling, you're tanking. That doesn't work. Oh, come on. That's annoying! Stop to break my stun! Bug! The bug is breaking my stun! Like not the bug, but the outside of the group. Alright. I am going to stun this one now in 3 seconds. 1. There we go. No? No, you don't want to leave me stun. Okay. Alright. Whatever. How things are going for you? Now maybe I can stun one guy? Maybe. Maybe I can stun... Oh no, I'm out of stamina or whatever. Alright. Ah, it's hands. Okay, cool. Well, everyone is hitting on everything, so... Well, let's kill the one first. Yes. That's that guy. Oh, there's another one. Oh my god.
Allez, pour toi. Non, il est passé par l'escalier. Oh, comment il fait pour me choper, quoi? Oh oui, il m'a chuté, oui. Une balle. Une balle.
Yeah, I hope that we will have the loot, because I don't know if it's this person that got the tag or whatever. No, it's us. That's good. That's good. Very nice. Because this is a technique that you could use, which is you flag a mob, and then you pull it, you're alone, you flag a mob, and then you drag it to the people. GG, guys. I have to explain to people what Ball Breaker is. I tell them there are cheaters that bought their tune in the cash shop. And what is their answer? Twin that nerd. Are there more titles to get in game now beside for classes? Oh, they will be. They might even be a title given for special events. So that will be given by the GM themselves. Like now we cannot give anymore, because we were doing that in the beta. Special title for people. Now we don't do that anymore, because otherwise you will have to do for everyone. But we are totally going to use the title as a reward for events, for, I don't know, let's say I do a screenshot contest. The guy who's winning the screenshot contest will have the title landscaper, or whatever it is. Artist, or, you know. Like I won the title for resting for healing 100 people, although we don't have the achievement thing yet, so it's not tracked.
Thank you, but I saw it.
But yeah. By the way, guys, like stay alert Because next week is going to be cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, stay away from that guy. Okay, we can take this one.
And Belgium.
There you go.
Yeah.
Elaborate towards you. And all the week cool. Yeah, but next week is going to be very cool. It's going to be cooler. Yeah, because Ash, you know about one thing, but you do not know about the other thing. Because you will be surprised too. Yeah. I believe. Yeah. So... the other thing. But I'm only in one. Oh, but you're going to don't worry. You're going to be involved. Put that thing away. But I'm keeping you the surprise anyway, so I'm not going to say you more. At least not for now. I need to prepare some stuff. I'm going to work on that tomorrow, I think. Unless I stop the stream early today. I don't want to stop the stream early today. I'm enjoying streaming. It's like my reward, my for having nicely worked the whole week. Then I can stream a lot as a reward.
A lot, I could say it.
Enemies get aggro on you. Do you want me to top them off? Yeah. Yeah, I try to stun one every time. Exactly. I'm indulging myself with streaming. Which isn't that super cool that I can indulge myself with work. Like, I'm like, oh, this is my relaxing moment. This is my reward, my dessert. But it's still work. That's when you feel like, okay, I'm super lucky. I'm super blessed. Alright, I'm going to try. My sun is off, of course. That's okay. Okay, let's kill this one. First the one, then the two.
Well,
Here, I'm going to stun the smuggler. No. I need some of that yummy food you made. What food? Oh, my soup. Yeah. So Ash is saying, well, I feel like a broken record at some point, but you worked so damn hard all those years. So now it's your time to enjoy and reap the benefit of that work. And I'm so grateful for you telling me about the game and giving me the opportunity to along for the journey. I mean, like it almost felt like fate to this point. And voila! It's all for today. Thank you so very much for watching this episode. Thank you to all of you that have been watching this show live on Twitch. Now it's time to say goodbye. If you're on YouTube, be sure to check out all of the information in the information box below. And if you want to see it live, join us the Friday at 6 p.m. Central Europe time, which is 11 a.m. CDT. Thank you so much for watching, for liking, for sharing with your friend, and for commenting. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved one, and see you soon. Bye!